Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, before wasting our time, let's start. let's start the analysis of NQ. Okay, what do we have? Let's start with the daily time frame. So, just one thing to notice. See how this was previous day high. This was previous day low. So what happened yesterday was it took out the previous day's high and then started moving down. I was expecting the price to take out this low today, but it happened overnight, so cannot say much as of right now. Price is trading below previous day low. Let's start marking previous day low, which is this one. Previous day low, it's right here. This one is previous day high. Price is trading below previous day low, which means it is pretty bearish. Start with 4-hour time frame. What do we have on 4-hour time frame? We have this low. Now this low has been swept. Gap has been filled. So liquidity sell side, which is the closest sell side liquidity here, is 29,525. Another sell side liquidity, and all the others are way below. Okay, yeah, so this is what is happening on 4-hour time frame. We have multiple 4-hour fair value gaps right here. This one up here, this one I'm not going to mark this one, as it is like we have to deal with this bearish order block before entering into this fair value gap. I'll mark this one as this fair value gap aligns this 4-hour fair value gap, right? This is a 4-hour bearish fair value gap. Now it aligns along with this order block, this bearish order block. So previous day low will be a great level for us if we can get to see the price here, and if we see the price reject on 15-minute time frame, we will be looking to short till whatever low it makes right now. Let's move to 1 hour time frame. You can see accumulation, manipulation. Most probably we can get a distribution of higher first, and then if we see the price coming down again, then we'll take it that way. As of right now, on a 15-minute time frame, price is trending downside. I'm just going to mark this consolidation zone, consolidation box, which is okay. We have a consolidation box right here, which is just for AMD. So as of right now, we do not have any levels that we are working on. There is a 15-minute fair value gap here. There is a 15-minute fair value gap right here. It aligns with this bullish order block. This is this bearish order block. So this fair value gap here can become a good level of interest for us. We're going to wait for the first 15-minute candle to close and then look for trade. Okay. Let's open up CVD, see what is happening. Price is already The volume itself is like 152,000 negative. If it goes below 200, then we might see a good flush down today as well. As of right now, we only have one level of interest, which is right here, 15-minute fair value gap. If we see liquidity sweep, reshape rejection out of this area, then we will be looking to short until this low. Until then, we can just wait for the price to give us something. Price is now tapped into this 15-minute fair value gap, but as we can see, there is there is this one fair value gap. If we get to see this inversion here, then we will be looking to take the market short today. The level of interest now for us is this. There's this 1-minute fair value gap right here. If this get inversed like strongly, then we will be looking to take a short trade. Now the stop loss would be about 73 points, so we can manage our risk according to that. Basically, we are just risking about 500. Okay, let me just see where did that. Oh yeah, we deleted everything. That's okay. Basically, this fair value gap should not break down, because see how we can see a liquidity sweep down here, then we got a V-shaped recovery out of it. This is the fair value gap right here, then, which means this fair value gap should most probably be supporting the price for this high. But right now, what do we have? We have a level of interest, which is a 15-minute fair value gap. What is the signal we are waiting for? We are waiting for IFEG. If we get to see the IFEG out of this fair value gap, then we are looking for a short trade. So this is not an active trade. This is just a marked trade that we would have got if we got this IFEG. Now because we got this green candle, this trade is voided for me now, because what we are looking for is liquidity sweep. This is all these green candles and V-shaped rejection. If V-shaped rejection, we are not looking for any green candles in between. We are not just simply taking any IFPGs. We are always waiting for a V-shaped recovery. Even if the price makes IFPG here and goes all the way down, it's okay. It doesn't match our criteria, and hence we are going to leave that part. Okay. Nope, not this one. This is the anchor this. We're not going to enter into any random trade. We need at least first thing is level of interest, which is something like 15-minute fair value gap. We need second thing is signal. We are not taking any IFVGs as of right now. This FIG is most likely to hold, as I told in the before, because we got a liquidity sweep, V-shaped recovery. This fair value gap was most likely to hold and take out this high, which it did. If the price goes down now, then it's a different thing. So you always have to make sure about these things. So if we did not get any V-shaped rejection out of this, then there is highly likely that it is going to take out the high again. So now we are going to wait. We had our level of interest as 15-minute fair value gap. We did not get any trade into this. We had our level of interest, but we did not get any signal to initiate any trades. We just let it go, let the price run. We are not taking any long trades as of now, but what we are expecting is the price to show us an AMD model today. So this is like so this is like an AMD model. We are expecting the price to take out this high and then come back again for this low. Yeah, if we would have taken this long trade here somewhere with this, then our TP sure would be somewhere around here, 187 points. So this is how AMD, but this is what we would have expected the price to do. This is what we would have expected the price to do, and we do not want to trade on expectation. We do not want to trade on expectation. Okay. Do not want to trade on the basis of expectation. What we are trading simply is we have level of interest. Price should have done something like a good move, and then we get the signal out of that level. We are not trading expectation. See, the objective, trade what you see, not what you think. But this is what some trade, this is what AMD trade would have looked like. With the stop of 76 points, we would already have been up 100 points. Okay, for AMD trade to initiate, what we are looking for, or what we are looking for is the price for a 15-minute candle to close somewhere here, close somewhere above this high, and after that, if we see a rejection on 1 minute time frame, then we can initiate an AMD trade. Yeah. Do we have any news today? Check this, traders up, US. Oh, we had a manufacturing PMI. Yeah, on a PMI day, generally price continues to trend higher for at least first 3 15-minute candles. That's what I've noticed. But those are just observations. We do not trade based on the observation. Trade based on what process we have. For us to initiate any trade, we need a level of interest. We need signal on that level of interest. and then we can initiate a trade, and then we just have to wait for the price to either take out our stop loss or TP. That's it.
He's up with that London high too.
Now we need a candle closure about that. So mm, yeah, this is this is what, like, patience. See, the characteristic of a trader: patience. Wait for the setup. What we are waiting for is, we are waiting for the level of interest. Level of interest, we had one, but we did not. No level of interest, we are not looking for trade. Level of interest, no signal, we are not entering into any trade. Once we have level of interest, and once we have a signal on that level of interest, then we initiate a trade. Initiating a trade is not just randomly just buy, like market sell or something like that. Wait for the price to either give you an IFEG. Once you have an IFEG, you can market sell, but most probably the price will give you something like this. See, price take out this liquidity, V-shape reaction out of it, V-shape recovery, then it left a fair value gap behind. It came back down, tested the same fair value gap, and then it went up higher. At the beginning of the stream, when we were doing analysis, I told you that we might have potential AMD model into play today. AMD stands for accumulation, manipulation, distribution. So we have accumulation, we have manipulation, and then we have distribution. Okay, accumulation is here, accumulation, we have manipulation, and now we have distribution. But we are not trading anything potential on the basis of this. Okay, look at this. Even on the first minute of the market open, we had liquidity sweep, V-shaped recovery out of it. Then we would have had order block around here where we could have entered at 719, putting stop loss at 619, which would be 100 points of stop loss. Something like this for the target of 213 points. We would have had one like risk 1:2, but it's very risky. It's like first minute trade. We may have multiple manipulation in first 15 minutes. So we are waiting for the trade, waiting for today. We're waiting for the price to go. I'll be back in a minute. Now watch this green candle, series of green candles. It left up behind this fair value gap, it probably is leaving this fair value gap as well. So now if the price starts reversing with V-shaped rejection, then we might see a good flush down till today's low, today's New York AM session low. We need a 15-minute candle closure above this for us to initiate any AMD trade. Until then, we do not have any trade. So we have to wait at least another 12 minutes. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so we got an IFEG here, but as we can see, there's no liquidity sweep, there's no V-shaped reaction out of it, and no good signal. Just wait for the price to give us. Just wait for the price to give us a good signal. And as I was saying, we need a 15-minute kind of closure above this AMD line, this high, 29,925. Let's just see what's happening on a 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame, we have this thing. So we got another 4-hour fair value gap right here. 4-hour fair value gap formed into this. Okay. So this is 4-hour fair value gap. The high of this candle is 934. What is the low of this candle here? Okay. So 1-hour time frame, still again AMD. Okay, I'm gonna delete this box. I'm just going to mark this as buy side liquidity, as this is our level of interest. That's our buy side liquidity. Watch this now. Now what we got is liquidity sweep up high. If we see a V-shaped rejection out of this, if we see IFEG and V-shaped rejection out of this, then we're looking for shots. But what this? Another one. Same thing. The thing that happened up here, same thing is happening here. What this? It took out this low, went up straight high, took out the high, left a fair value gap behind it, which means this fair value gap should most probably hold. And it also helps us classify. We still have 2 minutes left for this fair value gap. We still have got two minutes left for this 15-minute candle to close above here. Let's see what's happening on the CVD. Now watch this. Volume made high here. Even when the price took up this swing high, the volume did not increase. Which simply shows us that buyers are losing control. There are much more sellers here than buyers. Let the price consolidate. That's okay. We will get to see our signal. If not, we are not entering into any trade. Now we have 15-minute candle closure above this, and which means AMD model is now in play. We are now looking for a short signal. The confluence is we have 4-hour fair value gap, 4-hour fair value gap right here. Okay, so this helps us out to look for bears. But what we are looking for now, what we are looking for is a signal. CVD is also supporting, as I said, CVD is also supporting. Price is moving higher, but the volume is not, which is simply indicating, which simply for me is indicating bearishness. Now I'm looking for a bearish signal, a clear bearish signal like this: liquidity sweep, V-shape recovery, and then fair value gap, something like this. Price is currently ranging, so I'm waiting for the price to take out this high with series of green candles and then give us a good V-shaped rejection. As I told you before, as I was saying, the price already took out this liquid. Like, see how this low was grabbed. Price went up high, take out the swing high, it left behind a fair value gap. I was saying that this fair value gap should most probably hold. Anybody taking a long trade would have got 51 points out of it with the stops of just 30 points. Scalp trades. But to be honest, these kind of small trade is what ruins the progress of a trader as a day trader. Yeah, for scalper this works good, but for to be a long-term consistent trader, you need a process. So I'm basically looking for a level of interest on a major time frame, on a higher time frame, which is like 15-minute or 15-minute, 1 hour or 4-hour time frame. Have a bias based on that, waiting for that level of interest. It generally happens like on a day of S&P manufacturing PMI price. as I was saying, as I said earlier, that first three candles on that day, on the day when we have S&P manufacturing PMI, the first three candles are pretty good, like pretty green candles. There's no selling up in that. But there's also another observation that I have is like after after during afternoon or after 11 we generally get to see a great selling signal that takes out entire buying of this first 3 15 minute candle. Yeah, it might take today or maybe till tomorrow, but this low will be taken out again. As of right now, they're just waiting for bearish signal. Watch this. Watch this on a 1 minute time frame. Watch this. We got series of green candles. Okay, we got series of green candles. There's no fair value gap here, but if the price comes down, takes out this low, price comes down, takes out these lows altogether, if it leaves fair value gap behind, we are looking for short. Now when the price takes out liquidity, we want to see it with speed, something like this, where a lot of longs will be entering, like breakout traders will be entering here, right? And if that liquidity has been swept, then we can look for the price to go down lower. So we most probably are going to get a signal here, so I'm just going to wait. Let's see if it leaves fair value gap behind. So we have the level of interest as 4-hour fair value gap. We have the level of interest as 4-hour fair value gap. We have the another confluences like AMD high getting swept, and because the first manipulation was done below. Okay, we're looking for short side. Now let's see if we get a good signal. Yeah, we most probably almost got the signal. This is the liquidity sweep, V-shaped rejection coming out of it. We will be looking to take shots somewhere around here. The stop loss would be 63 points. So I am looking for 5 contracts. Okay, so I am in shorts here with the stops up high. There is 983.25 with the stops being high. Yeah, I'm just directly entering onto this order block right now. Like the targets should always be all the way low as AMD. Not a good reaction that I want to see, but that's okay. We got the signal, we have the level of interest, we got the signal. That's all what we want to see to initiate a trade. Everything else is just the probabilities part. Now this is where the discipline comes in. Either price takes out my stop or it takes out my target. So these are the only two levels right now. So now it's just about waiting and watching what happens. We had the level of interest as 4-hour fair value gap. We got the signal as liquidity sweep, V-shaped rejection. We took entry on order block because we did not have any IFVG. or FPG. So we took entry on order block. So now it's just about waiting. Risk reward is way too big, like 1:5. If it hits, it hits. It's just part of probabilities. So I'm looking to hold all the way down, but if you guys want to take partials, then these are the levels for partials. Partial, this is the first one. This is somewhat, you can trim some here. We're already up 35 points. You can trim some of them here, some here. And watch this level. This fair value gap has held it along, which means this will now become a good drawn liquidity. Good drawn liquidity would be this low, and let me see, this low. If the trade works out this way, then it works out this way. If not, we can just wait. Just a part of probabilities. Let's see what CVD says. What happened to CVD? See CVD. Yeah, volume is also supporting. See how there's a big volume candle coming in on short side. So majority of the people will take break even here, but like majority of the traders will take break evens here, but I'm not looking to take any break evens. I'm just looking for either stop loss or TP. If I want to take any partials, I'm looking to take partials at 720 and 670. Until then, you see the stop loss. With this candle, with this green candle, it did not have any wick. That that behaves as a magnet. Price generally tends to move towards that. But this red candle, it did not have any any wick, which then becomes a good magnet for the price to go. As of right now, we are into a trade. We are not looking for anything else other than the levels we have marked below. Price could, it all depends on what price does it by itself. Okay, anybody wants to take partials can take partials here. So the first partials would be around at 50 points. 50 points first partials. I'm just going to write here. We have now entered into a 15-minute fair value gap, so just make sure that you pay yourself something out of this. What this? This is a good condition for liquidity sweep and V-shape rejection. If we get an IFPG here, then it would be good for longs. So make sure you either put your stop loss to break even. So I'm going break even here. I'm going break even here. There's no risk now. Okay, there is no risk into this trade. If there is an IFPG, if there's an IFPG, it will be very good for longs. But right now, as of right now, I am not exiting this trade. I've kept my stop loss to break even. It goes IFPG, and it goes. It's all about probabilities. Like higher time frame is like 4-hour fair value gap. So this will be much stronger. But looking at the momentum, this 15-minute fair value gap could continue. I'm still gonna wait. There's no candle close. This candle did not close above this CE of this 1 minute fair value gap. Which means this fair value gap is still holding stronger. Now watch this. There's this order block, bear order block here, aligns with this fair value gap, which is generally a strong area for the price to start moving down again. But if it breaks, it breaks. If it takes us out at break even, it takes us out at break even, and then you're done for the day. If it starts moving down here from here, it just starts moving down from here. That's all. The discipline is important. Yeah, we got stopped out at break even. Another break even trade. Number of trades to break even. That's it. We were already up about 700 on this trade. Like we were risking 63 points here. Yeah, we were up 63 points. We were 63 points of stop, and at a time we had 80 points of profit running. It works, it works. If it would have worked, it could have been all the way down till here. As of right now, what there's no V-shaped reaction out of this. So this was our trade. I might enter long again, short again here, taking out on this, taking this IFEG. Yeah, I'm short here again. But this is my stop now. Yeah, as I said, discipline is important. Once you get a signal, this 4 hour fair value gap is generally way much more stronger than this 15-minute fair value gap. So at a point we were up 80 points in this move. We were also up 50 points in this move. I'm still gonna wait. If the price wants to move up higher, then this also gives a good indication. Now again, V-shape reject, liquidity sweep with speed, and V-shape rejection. But now that the red candle has come into this, it helps us now. Chat, we are up 50 points again. We were risking originally 73 points. I'm putting the stops at break even now. We do not want to lose onto this trade. We can just wait. Stops at break even. Just marking this here. Stops at break even. Okay. Okay, second target hit. Here we would have taken a full TP. So our entry was somewhere right here, right? Our entry was 980.82. So we are already, anybody holding the first entry would be up 141 points. People holding the second entry are up 81 points. 81 points. One micro is $160, and one mini is $1,600. You just want to wait and hold. Let's see what CVD says. CVD is like pretty bearish, pretty bearish, pretty bearish. Okay, I'm taking my full position out here. I'm taking my full position out here. I'm taking 80 points on this. I'm taking 80 points on this, which is good. Price is price. Okay, good session. Good session. Good trade. So we took two entries here. The first was also up 80 points. First was also up 80 points. We did not book that profit. Like I did not book that profit. I asked you guys to book profits on first 50 points. The second entry was also good entry. We saw this IFVG. We saw this IFVG coming out of this. We entered at. We were looking to enter at this IFVG retest. We took out the partials at this level. Okay, I'll post this in trade reviews. And okay, so what was the logic for the trade today? We were looking on a 15-minute time frame. On a 15-minute time frame, pre-market analysis, I told you guys that we might have a potential AMD model into play. Potential AMD model into play. Hence, when the early in the morning, we'll let the price go all the way high. We let the price go, take out the high, and then as soon as it took out the high, I asked you guys that we need a candle closure above this, and so we are not looking for any short signals before we get any candle closure above this high. As soon as the price closed above this high, we were looking for shorts, and we got a good liquidity sweep, V-shaped rejection entry here. We took an entry on this order block formation, this 1 minute small bearish order block formation. We entered here. We put the stop loss all the way till up high. 63 point was our stop loss, and against which we were targeting almost around 364 points, which is about 1 is to 5, more than 1 is to 5, 1 is to 5.5. Well, our first entry, I was a little bit worried about this 15-minute bullish for value gap. We had a perfect setup formation for 15 minutes bull continuation, and so I did put my stops at break even, which if we did not, we would have been up about 150 points. But as soon as I saw the price, as soon as I saw this thing, there is no V-shaped recovery out of this. I was explaining the same thing earlier. If we do not see any V-shaped recovery out of this, we are not entering longs, which means the bulls are not that strong for me at this point. Hence I was waiting for I was waiting for another entry, which I got as soon as this fair value gap. As soon as this fair value gap got inversed with here, and the price tapped this IFPG again. Let me mark that up for you. So this was this 1 minute fair value gap. This is 1 minute fair value gap, bull fair value gap, which got inversed. So now that is a bearish fair value gap inversion. Price closed below this. I tapped into this, and as soon as the price tapped into this, I entered short. We got an entry at 29,927.25. I was looking for this low to get taken out. So as soon as the price tapped in, I took some partials about at 80 points. Took the partials at 80 points. Well, the whole trade would be all the way till 29,616.5, but I took my share from the market, and that's it for me today. So what we have is Number of trades are, I took 3 trades, 1 is winner and 2 break evens. Okay, that's it for me today. See you guys tomorrow. We'll be back with another great session. We'll be back with great analysis and great session. If the market moves good, we will make money. All we need to do is be patient, be disciplined, and be objective. We trade what we see, not what we think. Okay. Now, even if the price goes all the way down, I took my share of it, and that's it. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful day ahead. Like and subscribe if you like my channel. If you like my analysis, if you like the way I trade, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you guys tomorrow.